Any phone number is fine.
Are you want me to call it, or are you calling it?
I'm calling them.
Okay, well, it's just a normal number.
Which is 7565252.
It's 1-800 something. 1-800-582-1234.
Thank you for calling Spire. We're happy to help you. Para español, oprima 7. To report the smell of gas, a service outage, or other emergency, press 1. Otherwise, stay on the line to hear more options. If you're calling about address number 812, press 2. If this is not the correct address number, press 3. Please enter last 4 digits of your social security number, or 5 digits zip code, followed by the pound sign. Thank you. Please wait while we access your account. Your most recent pledge payment was $285.65. Received on February 20th, 2025. Your account is past due in the amount of $203.08. For payment options, press 1. To manage your natural gas account, press 2. To start or stop service, including appointment scheduling, press 3. To speak with a customer service representative, press 0. To repeat these options, press star. For payment options, press 1. To manage your natural gas account, press 2. To start or stop service, including appointment scheduling, press 3. To speak with a customer service representative, press 0. To repeat these options, press. The current estimated wait time is less than 1 minute. Please wait while your call is being transferred. This call will be recorded to ensure quality. Hello, this is Deanna.
Hi, this is who?
My name is Deanna.
Deanna?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Jonathan. I'm a Spire customer. I was calling to see if I could speak with a supervisor about somebody putting us on a budget billing plan without our consent. Based. Okay. What?
Have you been to my account? With our online account management,
Why you always gotta
can
say
pay your
some
bill,
stupid shit?
sign up to go paperless, transfer or start service, and so much more. Just head to myAccount.spireenergy.com and register today.
No running in the house. Is this an issue for you?
What?
Having to deal with any of this, recording it, any of it, documenting it. Without proof, you have nothing.
That's not the issue I have right now.
What's your issue?
So your waiting room's still off.
Can make a
And I put
difference.
mine back on.
And by participating in Spire's Dollar Help Program, your monthly contribution of just $1 a month can help keep your neighbors in need warm during the winter months. Ask your representative to sign you up and help us make a difference. We want to help you save energy and save money. Right now, get up to $300 back when you upgrade your existing water heater to a more efficient natural gas water heater. Ask your Spire representative how you can learn more. Hello, Jonathan.
Yes.
Right, thank you for patiently holding. So, after reviewing your account, it does show that you received a pledge from an agency. Anytime you receive assistance from an agency, the agency automatically puts you on a budget plan. So that information would have came from the agency. Before that, you were not on a budget. So that's not anything that
They do.
Spire did.
Well, actually, we.
Talk to two
Well-
different agencies.
Well, that's why I want to speak with the supervisor, because the agency, they gave us the thing they sent for the pledge, and they told us that they don't have the authority to do that, and that they don't make those changes to the account, and so it would have only happened from Spire, and so I wanted to let you know that, and that.
So, I understand that. So, anytime you receive assistance, your account automatically goes on arrangement, because at that point, if you're needing assistance, they automatically assume that you need help or need a budget going on the account to keep your account manageable.
Right, but that's illegal.
Okay.
You have to have consent from the account holder. Are you?
It's not, but okay, I'll see if a supervisor is available and they can explain it to you more in depth.
Well, you just told me that the agency did it, that you guys didn't do it, and now you're saying that.
Right, because anytime you receive assistance, the agency puts you on an arrangement. So, your budget, it does come from Spire, so your budget is $80.
So who creates the budget?
You have to go on an arrangement. The agency and Spire comes up with an agreement for the account. So that goes to back office. So anytime you receive assistance, they assume that you need help. So the agency, they go to, they speak with a Spire representative, they see how much is needed to at least keep you connected without being disconnected, and then the remaining balance they put into an arrangement to keep you afloat, to keep your services current.
Can I ask you a question?
Pay your full bill.
Can I ask you a question? Does the consent of the customer account holder have to be acquired for any changes on the account?
No, that goes, if anytime you receive assistance, so you should read anything that the agency gives you to.
Could you?
As far as what their requirements is for assistance.
Yeah, can you, we got the.
Requirements is through the agency.
Yeah, it's a church, and they gave us the paper that they sent to you guys. And can you provide for me where I can see that it's an automatic thing on your website or anywhere in your handbook or anything like that?
I can get you I'll see if the supervisor is available to explain it to you in more detail, because there's nothing that shows that say, oh, this customer's agreement, because I don't know exactly what the arrangement or the agreement is between the agency and Spire, because again, that's not something that we do. So your bill before the agency pledged anything was $430.30, and that was before any arrangement was even put on.
Right.
You were being billed for everything that you had.
But who actually?
Paid.
Well, what I'm asking is who makes the changes to the budget billing? Who makes the changes? Who is responsible for making the changes to the account?
Once your pledge is approved, the account automatically goes onto a budget. So that's the only thing that's the only way that I can explain it to you. So again, I'll get a supervisor, I'll see if there's a supervisor available, and they see if they can explain it to you in more detail, because there's no other way around that. Anytime you get assistance, you need help with your bill. So they put you on a.
Well, that's not true, ma'am. If somebody.
Okay, I understand what your concern is. I don't want to go back and forth.
Oh, no. You're not listening.
I'm just letting you know.
Well,
I am listening to you.
No, you're not.
What you're saying.
No, if somebody pledges a payment.
I'm trying to understand where the budget billing comes from, and I keep telling you that the budget billing comes from getting a pledge. That's the simplest way that I can put it.
No, a pledge for a payment. A pledge for a payment is not a change to my budget plan. It's not a change to my account. No, do you understand?
One moment.
Okay.
One moment.
She's trying to run on the agency, isn't she?
Yeah.
And 2 different agencies told us they don't do that. Not just the church, but Missouri Valley Community Action Agency, which everybody knows,
Have you been
Can you believe this?
said they don't do it.
online account manager?
Well, you see why I wanted to record it?
Sign up
So-
to go paperless,
Yes or no?
Yes, I see why you want to record it. Don't be hateful about it.
So much more. Just head to myaccount.spireenergy.com and register today.
You're saying it's an arrangement I had with the agency,
No.
and she don't know what agreement or arrangement the agency and Spire have, but that's not on them.
Just $1 can make a difference. And by participating in Spire's Dollar Help Program, your monthly contribution of just $1 a month can help keep your neighbors in need.
It's not automatically budget billing, and she
Ask your
said
representative to sign you up. And
She
help us
said-
make a difference.
that it's put on the budget billing automatically.
By Spire.
And when I asked her, do you have to have the customer's consent? She said no, because it's automatic. And instead of hearing me explain to her how a pledge for a payment isn't authorization to change your account, she refused to listen.
She said, hold on a minute.
Yeah. Could I get you to speak up a little bit, please? I can hardly hear you.
Sure. How can I help you today?
We have a major problem with, what did you say your name was, hon?
It's Arlene.
Arlene, I'm Jonathan. We have a disconnect on our gas. And we have an issue because I'm concerned. I'd like to contest our disconnect based on the fact that changes were made to our account without my consent. And so, and I have done a lot of research on this, and basically what happened was we had a church help us with paying a gas bill back in January or February, and then Spire enrolled us automatically in a budget plan, which we didn't consent to, and it's against the law. It's against consumer protections, and so you might do some training with the gal that just transferred me to you, because she was insistent that customers don't have to give consent to make changes to their account, and that's
I'm just looking over the account. I know that when you, and I apologize for that as well, when the customers are receiving any type of assistance or pledges, usually that's something that's discussed between, the agency and the customer, but if not, then it comes over to us. But yes, you do have to, give consent to do that, and I apologize if that wasn't discussed with you when you went to the agency.
Which part wasn't discussed with us when we went to the agency?
If you're stating that they didn't explain to you that you would be on the budget once you apply for you receive the additional assistance.
No, what I'm saying is that Spire doesn't have a legal right to make changes to our account and put us on budget billing just for a pledge to make a payment. They have to get my permission to do that. That's what you just said. There has to be consent.
That will come from the agency. I don't know if there was any paperwork that was filled out, and we can look into this a little further. But when that time frame, the agency would explain that to the customers, and then they send that back to us, stating that that was something that you were okay with.
Oh yeah, no, we got the paperwork from the church, and we spoke to two separate agencies that have helped us and said that they don't have the authority to make changes on their account, and they would have never told you guys that. And so we have a copy of what they sent you to make the pledge.
No worries, and then, we can reach out to that agency and discuss further also, and I apologize for any misunderstanding. You also were stating that you had on the account, there was interruption of service on the account for the amount, there was an amount of $156.67 that's due.
Yes.
On the account, what day you'll be making that payment, and we can make sure that we get that canceled for you.
Well, I'm disputing this entire situation, and you haven't really taken acknowledgement or responsibility for making changes to my account without my consent. I will need you to do that in order to continue even talking to you.
Oh, actually, that's what I was explaining to you when we received the information from the agency. You were stating that they didn't do that, so then I stated that we will reach out to the agency so we can discuss further, and so that we can, notify the agencies that's the information and how it actually works.
Well,
I apologize.
oh no. I think we're on the same page, but you have a contract with me. You don't have a contract with them. So you and I have a contract where you won't make changes to my account unless I approve them. Right? So it doesn't matter what agreement.
A contract or anything that's on the account. It's just that you have an account with us.
Yeah, no, that's a contract. It's a contract. It's a property interest. Okay, so these are legally binding things. It's attached to service. It's attached to my property, and so it's. Didn't you say to me that you have to have customers' consent? I need you to explicitly give me the information that either you are required to have consent of the customer, whether it's for any changes on the account.
And what I was explaining to you is that the process would be if you're going to an agency and they explain that to you, and then you're okay with that with the agency, and you're stating that yes, you would want to be on the budget, then they send that back to us. So then you stated that that's not what happened. So I explained to you that we will research it further so that we
Oh yeah.
which agency
Yes.
what I'm explaining.
Yeah, please do. But can you show me? You should be able to show me that your customer, who you have served. We have an agreement between us. Can you show me the policy about that, where it says it's? I've
I
been.
don't have that policy, and there's nothing in writing that states, what you're stating, that an agency can actually do that. So I don't have anything in writing, but I could actually reach out to our customer community service department, who actually handles the pledges, just to verify the process with the agencies and what they are aware of when it comes to placing a customer on the budget plan.
Yes, and so perhaps you can help me understand your policy. You're a supervisor, so you know the policy, right?
Yes, sir. But as in regards to the agencies, I would need a little bit more assistance from our community service department to definitely see if there's anything that's in writing that states that, the agency has the right to actually authorize or send us consent over city that you agree to be on the budget plan.
So are you suggesting that all account holders don't have to give consent to changes on their account under any circumstance?
No, you would have, if anyone's calling in to get information on your account.
Oh, I got you. Well, they're saying they don't do that, and they don't make changes, and they would have never told you that.
And they have no
And
way.
and so who actually is making the changes on my account? Is it the third party or is it Spire?
It would actually be the third party working with Spire, but I can get that verified for you because I don't have that.
But do they have?
We can actually get that verified.
Yeah, do they have the legal capacity to make changes to my account as a third party payment, or pledge?
If there was something that you're stating that you were aware of when you actually filled out any forms or application with the agency, if that was something that was in writing, but you're stating none of that was in writing and you didn't have that. So
Well, I'm asking.
I don't have an answer for that, but I can actually find out.
Oh, I appreciate it. And then, well, I'm asking you kind of directly if you show anything that shows that I gave permission for Spire to change my account.
No, I don't see anything on your account that says.
And you don't see that as an issue as a supervisor?
The agency.
You don't
Sorry.
you don't see that as an issue as a supervisor and leadership with regard to customer consent?
And I get what you're stating, but
I would appreciate it if you ask if you
I get what you're stating.
Yeah, if you
I
could
know
roll that
when
up. That would be, I think it's an excellent question for your leadership, and I think it definitely requires. So I've been reaching out to PSC. So my issue is now I'm disputing the charges that led to our disconnect. And so you guys aren't allowed to disconnect me until we get this investigation figured out. Okay?
So you said you have reached out to the PSC.
Yes, I most certainly have, and I've reached out to the OPC as well, the board over that, because this is a huge issue. What you're not doing is saying, yeah, we made a change to your account without your consent. You said it.
If you have reached out to the PSC, then what I would definitely have to do is refer this to our community service department, who actually handles all of our PSC complaints, so that I can have someone reach back out to you.
Yeah, I would appreciate it. There should be some type of case number, but I just wanted to make sure that I made it clear that I am disputing the charges that led to the disconnect because I was put on a payment arrangement budget billing plan without my consent. And you've just acknowledged that you don't have anything in your system that shows that I gave consent to make those changes. So what is that saying about, you guys offering me a service and me being a paying customer?
I definitely understand everything that you're stating, but if you have a callback number, I can refer this over since there is a PSC complaint that is out.
Okay, I have a couple more questions. I think
Sure.
what we're being told by your representatives are that it's automatically, anytime there's a pledge, that they assume that you need to be put on a budget billing plan. And that's coming from your representatives. Well, what do you have to say about that?
Then I will have someone reach back out to you. If you have a callback number, I can have them reach
Oh,
out.
sure. 816-446-6358. Do you think it would be today? Because I think they said we could be set up for a shut-off at any time. But the thing that concerns me is we were put into a budget billing plan, and now we're finding ourselves in a disconnect situation, all without our consent. And so it's kind of counterintuitive.
I will definitely let them know that you were expecting a call back today.
And what was your name, hon?
My name is Arlene.
Arlene. Hey, I really appreciate you listening to all this, because a lot of them, they just seem to want to argue with me. And I looked up the laws and all this stuff on this, and it sounds like that you have to have customer consent to make any changes to the account. And whether a third party even wants to or not, they're not allowed to.
Okay. No worries at all. I will definitely make sure that someone returns your call.
Can you tell me where I would find the policy on it being automatic? Or are you aware of it being automatic, or is that not a policy?
That is something to my knowledge. As I was stating, I can get this confirmed for you. I don't want to say yes or no
Oh, gotcha.
like that because I'm not for sure. I don't have an answer for you. I'm just being transparent.
Yes, well, I look forward to hearing from somebody today, and you have a great rest of your day.
You too.
And so, is there a case number or anything that we should have for this, or
See your account number. I don't know if you have that. I can give that to you really quick again if you don't.
well, I'm concerned. Well, are you? Did you say as far as contesting the whole thing, that should prompt some type of investigation or something, or a case number, or a correspondence number, or something, right?
So we're sending this over to the department that actually handles the MPSC complaints, and I'll let them know that you do have one that's on file, and then it's referenced with your account number.
Okay, but no reference number for this conversation.
No, sir. Everything will be notated to the account, but it's all added with your account number.
Okay, well, hey, I appreciate it. We'll and then so we don't have to worry about being disconnected today, right?
That is correct.
Excellent. Hey, I sure appreciate your time. You've been wonderful. You have a great day, and I hope to talk to somebody sometime today.
Okay, have a good one.
All right, thanks. You too. Bye. I don't even know what to think about that.